So, Kiz, because we were just talking about walk-up songs, I should know this, but your walk-up song, how did you pick it, and did you want a walk-up song to kind of pump you up or to make you think of like a good memory? How do you go about picking your walk-up song?
Walk-up songs are tough. I started out this year with Levitating by Dua Lipa, a little pop song. Everybody knows it. It's kind of, little upbeat, groovy type song. I switched it up the other day to more of a rap song. Honestly, I'm kind of in a slump with walk-up songs. I can't find a good one. I really can't.
I'll find you one.
So I'm open to suggestions.
Cam is going to give you the hardest heavy metal song you've ever heard in your life.
We want to scare people. It's an intimidation factor, Kiz.
Hey, you know what? I'm open to. Hey, like I said, I'm open. I'll try out anything.
Hey, let me ask you something. When you're on the road and you're cruising around, you're getting off the bus, you're going to the hotel, besides like Pujols and Yachty, like who gets the most attention from the fans?
Pujols, Yachty, Wainwright gets a lot. Actually, in Boston, they were chanting for Albert Pujols to come out and sign after one of the games. He was sitting on the bus. They had a huge chant going. But you know what? Bader gets a lot. Flaherty. All the real popular players, they always get asked the most.
So, Kiz, last night's game, obviously you guys can compete with anybody, but when you look at the reigning National League Cy Young Award winner in Corbin Burns, Devin Williams, who's from the St. Louis area, might have the best pitch in baseball, and then you got Hader, who's trending towards a Hall of Fame career. That's a pretty tough night at the office for offensive players against that trio.
Yeah, that's when we come play Milwaukee, we know they have tough pitching. And, when those guys are on like they were yesterday, it's a battle. It's tough. We knew it was going to be a tight game. I thought Miles pitched an absolute great game. One pitch, guy hits a home run. That's the game. They were able to get a couple across home plate, and we weren't. So, that's just the game of baseball. We'll be ready to go today.
Andrew, Brooke Grimsley here. Just wanted to ask you, I know that obviously you don't want Yachty to be injured right now, so I'm sure you're not looking at it this way, but does it feel like a competition right now for you? And how do you kind of balance that while just kind of focusing on yourself and helping the team?
Yeah. It's, I don't really think about it anyway other than, just doing my job. I'm on this team to be prepared and go call good games and go up there and hit. So I look at it as just an opportunity to go out and help the team win. And that's kind of the mentality I have. And, that's the mentality I've had for a couple seasons now.
So, Kiz, you brought up Michaelis last night. We got to take you back to last week and the near no-hitter. Just kind of take us through that, your emotions, that final at bat. You had the first pitch that looked like it probably should have been a strike, and then was there an issue with pitch comm? And I'm not blaming that, but it seems like everything was rolling. You get that ball hit to center. I think some people thought it was going to be an out, and that's just one out away. Kind of take us through that game and almost having a no-hitter.
Yeah, it was a great game. Michaelis was just outstanding. Defense played good. To make it, I was talking to one of our pitching coaches, and he's like, dude, to make it almost to have a no-hitter and not really have a ton of strikeouts is really a crazy feat. I think he only had like 6 strikeouts, and we had like 14 or 15 ground ball outs. Like that's just, they were putting the ball in play so much, and the defense played outstanding. But that, we're down to 1 strike. I thought, Michaelis, his curveball that whole game was kind of his bread and butter. So, and it was good all game. And, you're 130 some pitches in, I thought, his curveball was still sharp. It was a good pitch to go with. And, the guy took a good swing on a pitch that was, pretty executed. I mean, that thing was on the outside corner, very bottom of the zone. And I think defensively, I think we were playing in to kind of catch that blue pit. That's just the defensive positioning. If we were playing back and it dropped in for a hit, you'd say, why weren't we playing in? We were playing in, and he hit it over our head. So that's like I said, that's just the game. But it was unreal, great game.
Kids, you guys have had some good battles against the Brewers, pretty much playing 500 baseball against them, but it just seems like nobody really wants to take kind of that first place lead and run with it. How do you feel like you guys stack up against Milwaukee right now?
It's going to be a battle. Every year, last couple of years, it's been a battle between us and Milwaukee. We always, I feel like we always play each other tight, and it's always going to come down to the end of the season. We're just focused on trying to win games. We don't try to think too much about, we have to win. You never want to put too much pressure on yourself, especially, before the All-Star break. There's a lot of season left. So we're just going out there with the mentality of, continuing to play well, play good baseball, and just take care of business.
Now, Jimmy dropped a little nugget on us that he said maybe your girlfriend Allie wants to potentially join us on the show sometime. Is it? Can we confirm or deny the rumors?
You know what? I did not hear what my girlfriend said to him, but I bet she would absolutely love it. She's in our relationship, she's the one with all the personality, and she's the one that loves to talk, and she knows a lot about baseball. So I'm sure she would love to get on here and chat it up a little bit.
Is she in the media, Kiz?
She always dreamed about being in the media. She had the Aaron Andrews dream, but she's actually working for ESPN West Palm as a marketing consultant.
Yeah, I don't know if she wants to leave West Palm there, Charlie. She wants to leave West Palm to come up to St. Louis to be on this show.
Well, she can call
What's the
in.
difference, Cam?
Andrew
What's the
Knizner
difference?
calling in from Milwaukee.
It's 110 degrees out and we don't have an ocean.
I see no difference.
There's no difference.
Yeah, this is paradise right here.
It is.
So, Kiz, this was your first time playing at Fenway Park over the weekend, correct?
Well, first time, in the big leagues, yes.
So, I don't know if you'd played there before, like in some type of all-star game or whatever, but is that pretty cool, even though you've been in the big leagues for several years? I love Fenway. Cam and I here, we disagree. I love the old-school ballparks. I love Wrigley. I love Fenway. Now, maybe for the players with the clubhouses sometimes it's not the greatest in the world, but I'm a fan of nostalgia and baseball and history. And I'm telling you, I was more excited to watch you guys play the Red Sox just because the backdrop of Fenway to me is interesting. Is there any of that going on with you guys as well?
I think everybody absolutely loved it. It was cool. The clubhouse was tiny. I mean, like a closet. But other than that, the cages, you got to take like 25 different routes to get to the cage. But other than that, the field was, it's historic. It's unbelievable. There's so much history there. So many good players have played in that stadium. The fans there are great. It's a tough place to play. The fans are into the game. They're talking a little smack. They're loud. But it was a great atmosphere, and everybody loved playing there.
So can you hear all that? Do you ever hear anybody trying to, talk a little smack to you and you want to say something, but you kind of have to just keep the emotions in?
Yeah, it's a lot of the time it's when I'm on deck. In the on-deck circle, that's where they always seem to – you're kind of singled out right there. It's a tough spot to be. When I'm catching, I don't really hear anything. I'm too locked in. It just kind of, I'm locked in thinking about what pitch to call, so I don't really hear anybody yelling anything. But I don't really interact a whole lot when people start talking a little crap to me. I just keep my focus where it should be.
You kill them with kindness, kids. That's what you do. You kill them with kindness.
That's right.
If they think you're a good guy, then they're going to be like, well, he's a good guy. I'm not going to chirp him anymore. It's all mind game. It's all mind game.
Did you do that, Cam?
I always did that.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, yeah, you're right. I am an idiot. Yeah, you're right. I do suck. And you disagree with them, and they're like, what do I do now? Telling you. We'll talk, Kiz. We'll talk. Hey, man, listen, you got a big game tonight. Go do your thing. We'll be watching. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Kiz.
Right on, Kiz. That was
Good
Andrew
stuff.
Knizner. Great guy. And yeah, I guess he didn't know about the rumor of his lovely girlfriend joining our
Look
show.
at her.
Oh.
She's already like putting that in. That's
Yeah.
what you like to see.
He's playing dumb.
He is. Yeah.
Come on.
He knows about it.
I think he saw a ghost.
I think he put his foot down on it, probably. Like, no, I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that.